and the little athletes that you got. And you know what? I didn't receive my written invitation to the heavyweight championship tournament. That's fine with me. That's secondary, because you see, when I was watching that debut show, when I was watching Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night, I saw an old friend and better foe of my own. But you see, as soon as I pulled in the parking lot, I asked where he was at. And no names are necessary. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about watching on TV, you coward. Ever since I pulled in the parking lot, he ran out the back door. But you know what? I'm faster, I'm bigger, and I'm better. So he can run, but you can't hide. So, you know who you are. You know who I am. I'm coming for you, punk. You better watch your back.
He's scaling the top turnbuckle, and he is flying, connected with that missile drop kick. But again, John Michael Worthington is not going to go out without a fight at all. There's no doubt there's a reason he is in the finals of the RCW Championship Tournament. The Juice is thinking aerial maneuvers again, and this time the Juice made a mistake. He may pay for it. And the Juice does pay for it. John Michael Worthington is going to make the cover, and John Michael Worthington is going to be victorious this week on RCW Late Night Wrestling. Hello once again, wrestling fans at ringside. Brian Thompson here with you on another exciting edition of RCW Late Night Wrestling here on KAIT TV8 Jonesboro. This one should be exciting action as we have Girl Candy Christian Jacobs, who is one of the top two contenders for the RCW Heavyweight Championship. Either he or John Michael Worthington will be the first ever RCW Heavyweight Champion. But tonight, he must be solely focused on his opposition, 277 pounds from Bemis, Tennessee, a young man by the name of Maxx Corbin, who for the past couple of years, he's been in the wrestling business now 4 or 5 years. He has put together quite a resume, and he would really like to climb that ladder by defeating Girl Candy Christian Jacobs this week on Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Bill Rush. As you saw at the top of our program, things are really heating up here in Ringside Championship Wrestling. All that Alan Steele says, he is here. He didn't get invited to the championship tournament, but he has something on his mind, and it's someone on his mind that he wants to go after, and time will tell just exactly who that individual is. Maxx Corbin now in control in this contest. Girl Candy just a second ago with a leapfrog, and now Girl Candy is going to take the advantage. Christian Jacobs, one of the all-time greats here in the last 10 or 12 years in professional wrestling in the Mid-South. If you can look at him and say that that man is not in shape, you are not seeing clearly. Young man who actually his opponent in the future RCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament final is John Michael Worthington. And these two young men were tag team partners at one time in a team known as Picture Perfect. And look at these two big behemoths now, pushing each other somewhat, and then a couple of right hands there by Maxx Corbin. A hard Irish whip, but Girl Candy was able to come up with the advantage out of that exchange. And a drop toe hold there. Girl Candy is now in control here on Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night. Want to thank you for joining us wherever you are. Also, speaking of thanks, we want to thank all the great fans in Forest City, Arkansas who came out just hours ago. I know many of you had a great time and you decided to stay up with us and watch some Ringside Championship Wrestling here on KAIT TVA Jonesboro, and we thank you for doing so. Glad to have you as part of the RCW touring region, and I promise you we will be back in Forest City real soon. And speaking of RCW on tour, our next live events are coming up. Double trouble, I guess you could call it. On Memorial Day weekend, we're going to be in Augusta Saturday, May 29th at 2 p.m. as part of the Augusta Days Fair. Absolutely free wrestling action out there. You're going to see several of your favorite RCW superstars competing there on that event. Plus, later in the day, we're coming to Jonesboro as Girl Candy mistimed that particular maneuver and paid for it. Looks like it's an opening for Maxx Corbin. Later in the day, we're going to be at Car Today, one of the new sponsors of Ringside Championship Wrestling. So glad to have Car Today as a sponsor. We're going to be there at their car lot, some live wrestling action going to be out there. We're going to have some autographs going on from beginning at 4 o'clock, and then we're going to be out there with some live wrestling action. Another promotion or two. We're going to send some wrestlers. We're going to send some guys from Ringside Championship Wrestling, and they tell me that a big name has been signed to be there to do autographs, and we hope to have that confirmed, and we'll tell you next week. So what you got to do, tune in next Saturday night, 12:30 right here on KAIT to find out what huge wrestling name is going to be down at Car Today as part of the festivities. That's a big appreciation event for Ringside Championship Wrestling fans, Northeast Arkansas fans, and Northeast Arkansas patrons of Car Today. Girl Candy finding himself in trouble here with this bear hug. Wrestling fans, I'm being told right now we're going to have to take a timeout. Let's see if he's going to make it. We'll be back in just a second with more RCW Late Night Wrestling. Don't you go anywhere.
We can put a hard-working family in a good sedan, truck or SUV. Car Today, you'll ride today, because we just say yes. Even good people have credit problems. We understand. Car Today, you ride today. We have a plan. Come on down, you'll see what we got. Your next and we'll sit it on our line. Car Today, you'll ride today, because we say yes.
If you've been turned down, come to Car Today and get your next set of wheels from our lot.
Car Today, you ride today, 'cause we just say yes.
Ringside Championship Wrestling makes its return to Augusta, Arkansas, Saturday, May 29th at the Augusta Days Fair. We're going to be out there in the afternoon, 2 p.m. bell time. Come out to see Ron Rage, Midnight Gold, John Michael Worthington, Girl Candy, Christian Jacobs in action. Free admission as part of the Augusta Days Fair, Saturday, May 29th. Afternoon extravaganza, 2 p.m. bell time. We want you to come out, be on TV in Augusta, be there! Live wrestling action Saturday, May 29th, coming to Jonesboro as part of Car Today's appreciation event. It's 3404 Stadium Boulevard. Wrestling action gets underway at 5 p.m. See RCW favorites such as Ron Rage, Midnight Gold, John Michael Worthington, and Girl Candy, Christian Jacobs, plus a Hall of Fame level superstar will be in the house. Wrestling action coming to Car Today. It's appreciation for all you great fans. It's Saturday, May 29th. Be there! Wrestling fans, during the commercial break, Girl Candy, Christian Jacobs had broken that bear hug and was actually starting to make a comeback against this big behemoth, 277 pounds of Maxx Corbin, but that was not to be. As you see now, Girl Candy finds himself in trouble, and I don't know if you noticed this, but pay attention later on in the right-hand corner of your screen. John Michael Worthington is now at ringside watching this contest. Corbin tried for a pinfall. You're going to have to do more than place your hands on Girl Candy's chest. You're going to have to hook a leg or something, and Girl Candy was able to reverse out of there. Thought he was going to have the sharpshooter. That's his patented maneuver. There you see, look in your right-hand part of the screen. That was John Michael Worthington. There we go. I think we've alerted the cameraman now. Yes, John Michael Worthington is at ringside watching this match. He better be. Oh, man. Sit out